What is up, my good friends? It is your old pal Closet Gamer. We're back again for a little bit more Age of Engineering. We are looking today, well, at the moment we're just mucking about with some bees. I'm trying to get these commons going, and at the moment I've only got common drones. It's really bugging me, no pun intended. But we're not going to be mucking about with bees too much today, I do promise you that. What I'm going to be doing today is some other bits and pieces. What I want to do is get into the Ender Age at some point today. I want to get an alloy smelter. I want to get a thermionic fabricator, and then finally I want to get an Ender IO machine chassis. I think it's called machine chassis. Is it? There's been some changes around the house, and I'll show you these as soon as I put this bee away. Let's get rid of that guy. Right. So in here we've got lots and lots of fancy drawers. Yes. So the good thing about these drawers is behind. So usually. This thing will connect to any drawers that are connected in a 16 by 16 square, I think. But they have to be touching faces, which is a bit annoying. So what I've done, I've put a dummy drawer in the bottom corner behind these two, sort of sandwiched in between these two. Locked it and just filled it up with dirt, which is what it's going to do. It's just going to join everything up. So we can see all the stuff that we've got in this thing. But the most amazing thing ever is to do with how things are put back in these drawers. Okay, so as you know, I always go something like, I'll be back in a minute while I put all my stuff back in my inventory because it's all full up with junk because I'm useless at taking out the right amount of stuff. So that's a massive problem for me, and somebody obviously invented this mod because it's a massive problem for them as well. So what you can do is you can just double right click on this drawer and it puts everything that has a space back. So that's awesome. That is so good. I mean, it's perfect for me, isn't it? But the problem that I've got is I've just put all the stuff back that I actually needed, which is a bit silly. But as I said, I'm going to make my item casings. So as you can see, what I've done is I've sort of got the most common or most commonly used metals up here. So where we've got iron, I've got iron casings and iron plates and iron cables, and the same with copper, same with bronze, same with tin, and same with steel to a certain extent. I haven't got steel casings. I don't even know if they do those. But that's pretty good, isn't it? I mean, that's a lot more organised. I've got my chest over here for tools, chest over here for general junk, chest over here for components, and chest over here for, well, this is like slime and magma stuff. Unintentionally, really. I just had a chest that I had to move over. So that's pretty neat, isn't it? Pretty exciting stuff. Over to this room, what have we got? So we've got a bit of automated maceration going on. Nothing too spectacular. You know, I'm not saying I'm the best in the world at Minecraft because I've got this maceration machine. But it is making our life a little bit easier. And it is churning through stuff. Rapid, you know. Down in the basement, let's get down here. I've taken pains to separate our power lines, and I've replaced all of the 32 EU stuff with tin, and all of the 128 with copper. Now I know that they will connect. If I just put another one there, it will connect and blow everything up. So I need to be disciplined in separation of things, which I will be. I'm not a complete maniac. I'm not just going to go throwing wire everywhere. So I've tried to keep stuff over this side, stuff over this side. Unfortunately, for me to do my automation, it needs to be there. I need to mix my macerator with my induction furnace. They need to be next to each other. So, you know, I'll just be careful. Don't worry about it. It'll be absolutely fine. Famous last words. We've also got our centrifuge with pull push upgrades and stuff. This chest making lithium dust. Pretty good. Nothing too exciting though, to be honest. If we come through here, I've extended this whole part of the house to make room for more stuff. So we're going to have more forestry stuff going on, loads of Ender IO stuff, pretty exciting. And then we've also got our calculator stuff all set up over here. So this is our automated line. If you remember from last episode, we set this up. I've got dirt just sort of being loaded into this constantly, and it's separating the dirt from... So this drawer basically only allows for piles of dirt to go into it, and then the circuits go into our restoration chamber. Nothing in there at the moment. Nothing in that one either. I've also got my reassembly chamber, so I can I can extract cobblestone circuits there, but I have to manually put them in there. Some rather interesting things that have been coming out of our analysing chamber. So as well as circuits that annoyingly do not stack, within our circuits we found crank handles and axes, also stones, and interestingly broccoli seeds. Now I've done a little bit of work with PCBs and things like that, and a little bit of work in quality control as well. And let me tell you something, there used to be a guy that used to eat sandwiches over his computer, and when he was repairing things he used to have like chicken sandwiches and he used to drop crumbs in it. And I used to quality inspect his work, and I always used to reject his work because he had like bits of sandwich and stuff inside things. And broccoli seeds have no place in an electronic circuit. Let me tell you that much. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I mean, this one looks pretty groovy. Let's have a look, see what this does. It goes into here, and you can make complex things with it. Okay, interesting. Well, I'm not going to go too much into Calculator because last time I almost rage quit the game because of how complicated it is. And I don't want to get into that today anyway because we've got enough to do. We've got enough stuff to do. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get an alloy smelter. We're going to get a thermionic fabricator. We're going to get an Ender IO machine chassis this episode. And I'm going to get myself some iron casings. I've been doing a little bit of work trying to get the components. I also made a cast, and a proper cast, not a spacky old one that's just going to go as soon as I use it. We're going to make like a couple of these, and maybe 5, because I know I'm going to need them. So just make one more. Whilst that's doing that, I wanted to say to Christopher D and Andrew Hubik, I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. It's I think it might be a German. Is it a German name? Maybe? I don't know. But thanks for your tips, guys, on the IC2 coolant recipe, because it is quite complicated. I thought I was just being completely blind. Turns out I'm not being completely blind, although, you know, I could have probably just researched it myself. But it's nice to get some engagement and stuff going on in the comments as well. But apparently, if you get a a solar distiller, then you can sort of leave it set up next to an IE tank, which holds about 512 buckets worth of stuff. You can do that. You can get that set up, and it will just constantly make you distill water, which I think I'm going to do actually. I think I might do that. Right, what else did I need? I need some cogs, don't I? Some gears. Goddamn gears. Right, let's go and get some gears for these item casings, and I'm just going to leave these running whilst I do other things. I'm not even sure that I need 5. So for gears, it's copper, isn't it? So let me grab 5 copper, and let me grab like 5 steel. No, it's 4 each, isn't it? So let's grab 20 of these, and that should be enough for the gears. And then another 20 bronze, isn't it? Is it 20 bronze? Oh, we'll soon find out, won't we? Right, let's go like this, and then like this, and then like this, and like this. Nice. And then like this. Actually, let's get all of them. Like this. Excellent. Right, 5 gears. Okay, cool. So, also, as well as saying thank you to those guys, thank you Lord Pine for pointing out about the coal blocks as well. So I've spent a lot of time mucking about with coal blocks. Well, not mucking about with coal blocks, mucking about with coal in my macerator, making coal dust, when in fact what I could have been doing is turning it into a coal block and macerating that. It takes the same amount of resources apparently to do it, which is really annoying. I'm annoyed with myself that I wasted all those resources. But never mind, you live and you learn, don't you? So thank you Lord Pine for that. Also, falling off the grid, Benitoite. Yes, Benitoite. I think that's right. Benitoite. Yes. I hope that is right. That's the last time I'm going to try to do it. I've been practicing, I've been reading it and practicing. Granted, I could have probably gone onto a website or a video or something and actually sort of looked up the proper pronunciation in words, because reading it is one thing. But saying it is another. Right, let's leave these item casings to go, and I want to quickly have a look at Our alloy smelter, because that's what I want to make. So alloy smelter, talk to me please. Where are you? There you are. Right, alloy smelter. Machine chassis, right, so we need a machine chassis. And we need a basic capacitor. To make a basic capacitor, we need electron tubes, and we need to do it in a thermionic fabricator. So as I said, I want to make a thermionic fabricator. I said alloy smelter first, didn't I? But it turns out I need to make a thermionic fabricator first. So let's have a look at this thermionic fabricator. So sturdy casing, that's what we're making now. Chests, that's what we're making now. Glass and gold. So we should better make that. If we just grab one of these out of here, let's just grab one of those, and then head back upstairs. We'll grab 4 gold. We'll grab, what was it, 3 glass? Fuck, which one was it? This one, and then this one, and then this one, which is thermionic casing. So 3 glass, that, and then just a normal chest. Okay, cool. We can do that. I even think I've got some chests actually. I've got 1 chest because I sort of condensed down all of our chests and stuff. 4 gold, and then some glass. So glass is over here now. 1, 2, 3 of those. Yep, 3 glass. Nice. So this should be us with our thermionic fabricator. Is it going to work? Yes, it is going to work. Nice. Now, does this require power? I don't know. And also, with our forestry stuff, I'm going to put it sort of in this area. This is going to be our forestry area for the time being. I'm not sure how much space I'm going to need for our forestry area, but, you know, we'll expand it as we need to, won't we? So, alloy smelter now then. Requires this machine casing. Now, this machine chassis in a carpenter. So alloy smelter then requires a machine chassis, and a machine chassis requires a basic capacitor. And a basic capacitor requires a copper electron tube in a thermionic fabricator. With some clear glass. Right, so let's grab this first. Copper and redstone. Now which one's right? Which one's right? The only recipe using thickened glass is correct. Yeah, I thought it might be. Cheers, Ernest. Thanks a lot for that. Right, 1, 2 of those, and then what is it? Copper. 1, 2, 3, 4 copper. Are we okay? I thought I saw something whizzing about up there. Yeah, we're okay. Let's look at this again. It is just copper. Is it any copper? I hope it's any copper. Right, let's put those in there. 2 of those. Nice. And then thickened glass. How do we make thickened glass, I wonder? Right, so the recipe for thickened glass, I don't think it's too bad. It's just like normal glass and then some sand, and that gives you 4 sandy glass. And then you just put those, just smelt them in a normal furnace. So we can do that. That's not a problem, is it? Do that, no worries. I think we might need a little bit of this. So let's just get some of this, and then some sand. I think that's sand anyway. Hopefully that's sand. Yeah. It is sand. Right, those like that. And then like that. That should give us sandy glass. 16 sandy glass, and then we'll pop it in our furnace. So this is really annoying. It's not so bad when it's just on the like on the tooltip like that, but when it gets in the way of the GUI, then I get a bit aggy about that. Kind of annoys me a little bit. So if you know how to fix that, that would be really good. Right, is that going to do it? What else do we need for this? Copper electron tube. Oh, I need to put some clear glass over here as well. So what do I need for clear glass? Enriched sand. Sand and nether quartz crafted gives me enriched sand. Okay, so I'll probably need like 2 of these as well. So let's grab a couple of nether quartz. 1, 2 of those, and then some more sand. And then let's just go like this. Yes, nice. And then what is that? Just in a normal furnace maybe? Like this? Nice, clear glass. Right, okay, so that should be able to make 2 of those for us. Are you going to make 2, please? 2? What's this? What is this now? You need more? Requires liquid glass. Liquid glass. Can't work. It's got no RF. I need power on it. Right, okay. Well, it didn't say that it needed power, did it? Let's put some power on this guy. Luckily, we're right near the power source, so that's not too much of an issue, is it? Right, it's got RF. Still says can't work. What is this? Ah, so this is the level that it needs to get to. So what, melts glass? Oh, of course it melts glass. It melts glass because it's making glass tubes, isn't it? Yes, I see. Right, okay, that's nice. So we've got those. So now we can make what? We can make one of these guys, I think, because we've got enriched gold. We've got empowered redstone crystals, so we should be able to make 2 of these. So let's grab what, 8 of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. And then we might need a little bit more enriched gold, which is what, it's that one, and then plus some redstone. And then we need our calculator from our toolbox. Yes. See, look, everything is where I expect it to be. It was always a problem, wasn't it? Because everything was all over the place. And now everything is in the right place and everything is slick. Slick Rick. That's right. Come here, my lovely, lovely things. Right. So here we go now. Gonna work? Yeah, basic capacitors. 2 of the guys. Nice. Right, so sturdy casing, we've got that. Iron casing, I think I've got some of those as well. Now, where did I just put my sturdy casings? I think I used them, didn't I? Did I? No, I didn't. Did I leave them downstairs? Yeah, it turns out I haven't got any of those. So let's make some advanced alloy first. So let's grab like what, 3 of those, and then what, 3 of those, and then 3 of these. I think it is, isn't it? I think that's right. To make some advanced alloys. Is it like this? And like this? Is that alright? Maybe like this. I always get this recipe back to front. Yeah, that's right. Right, okay, let's bang these. I think it's in here. No, it's in the compressor, isn't it? Right, where's my goddamn compressor? Extractor? Metal former. Where's the compressor gone? Compressor, where are you? Did I not put it back down? Where did I put my compressor now? I think I might have left it down in my basement actually, when I was rearranging all this stuff. Yeah, there it is. Okay, right. Where should I put this? Let me just. Oh no, I'll just put it here for the moment, and I'll figure out where to put it later on. Right, I'll wait for these, and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, here comes our last alloy. Nice. So my memory seems to be working okay at the moment. So I think it's like 4 iron plates. That is 1, 2, 3. No, not iron plates. 1, 2, 3, 4 normal iron, and then like 4 steel. 1, 2, 3, 4 steel. And then 4 quartz, 2, 3, 4 of those, and then 2 of these guys, and then also an iron casing, 1 of those. I think that's enough. I think that's right, because I always struggle with these guys, and it's always this one. Have I not got this? I need some more iron plates. Oh god. Well, I almost did it. I almost did it, didn't I? I thought I had the stuff that I needed, but I didn't. As always. Right, let's get this. And then let's go like this again. So that one. And then that. Nice. And then that one. Iron casing. Cool. Turns out I did have an iron casing already, so that was just a massive waste of time. Right, I've got that one, I've got that one. They're downstairs. Iron bars. I think I've got some of these in here. Have I? I've got 4. Damn. Got 4 iron bars. Which is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these guys in like 2 lines, isn't it? Like that? Yeah. Okay, right. So now we should have our sturdy casings ready. Ready, sturdy casings? Yes, 4 of those. I had one earlier, but I think I used it. Yeah, I did use it. I used it for that thing, didn't I? I used it to make the thermionic fabricator. That's where it went. I was racking my brains for a minute trying to figure out where the bloody hell it went. So, I think this now is going to work. And it's going to trigger age 5 when I pick it up and drop it. It needs to go in a carpenter, doesn't it? Okay, carpenter. Where are you, carpenter? Actually, what juice does it need? Does it need some juice? Need some seed oil, which is fine because this is making me seed oil. And I've got seed oil in here, have I? Got a little bit of seed oil. Not much. Not much, turns out. Right. This. And then this. And then this. And then that should work. Go. Needs more seed oil, I think. Yeah, definitely needs more seed oil. Now I've got the bars, got that, got that, got that. Right, I just need to get some seed oil. Now I've got tons and tons of canola seeds sitting here. So let's grab all of these. And then that should give me tons of seed oil as well, because this is like a little seed press, isn't it? That one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Let's split some of these. I'm not sure if splitting these does anything different, or whether it's just slowly doing it. Slowly doing it. How much does it take for one? 1,000. 1,000, so that's going to take a little while. Right, I'll be back. Right, so whilst the old squeezer is like doing its business, it's like, what, 9:30 now, so it won't be long. I thought maybe I should explain myself, because I was saying I wanted to stay in the farming age for a little while, and not go into the ender age too quickly, but what I was thinking was, I want to sort of pipe all this stuff over to here, and I was just going to do it with item conduits. But then I watched an Ender.io mod spotlight, which was really, really good, and it was by the Minecrafters again, sponsored by Minecrafters, etc., etc. But I thought to myself, well, I don't really want to waste all that resource in trying to get these conduits sorted out when I'm just going to be able to use Ender.io conduits, which are much better and they give you much more flexibility. So I'm just going to sort of power into the Ender Age, get those. But I'm going to need to set up some other stuff to actually get that going. I'm going to need to probably... Oh, here it goes. It's done. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Now if I throw this down and then pick it up. Got my new trophy. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We're going to put that down in a minute and I'll finish what I'm saying. So I thought, yeah, I'll get some Ender.io conduits. But I'm going to need to set up some stuff. I'm going to need to set up an Enderman farm. And I'm thinking of where to put it. I'm going to just have a sleep before I do this. I was thinking where to put it, and what I might do is I might put it in the temple. I might put it in the middle of the temple, because it doesn't have to be on all the time. But I might have it on all the time. I don't know. Let's get a sleep, and then we'll think about it. Do we want it on all the time? I don't know. Do we want it on with like a... I forget what it's called, like a mob crusher? Do we want that? I don't know. I really don't know. I might make another temple. Oh, there's Larry. I haven't spoken to Larry in bloody ages. Well, I have spoken to Larry quite recently, and we had a bit of an argument, which is why he's still over there with his girlfriend. Larry. You will see that the farming trophy is ominously missing. That's because I've removed it in disgust. Look at this guy. That looks a bit better. I mean, it just looks like a bit of scaffold, to be honest. But it's better than that skanky, you know, just a sturdy casing whizzing round. So the farming trophy has been banished into the lava. Actually, I threw it into the lava. I immediately regretted it and tried to get it back, and I couldn't figure out how to get it back. But there you go. We'll remember it. We'll remember it by its absence anyway. As you can see, there's quite a few death points as well because I died quite recently. I had a bit of a tangle, bit of a tussle with a pigman and come off worse. Right, so that's us in the Ender Age, actually. In the Ender Age with a machine chassis. And the machine chassis is going to let us build our alloy smelter, isn't it? God, I keep going back. Right, okay, alloy smelter. And this is what Lord Pine taught me. So I can go like this and then go back. And like this and go back using the backspace. So I didn't know about that. I mean, probably most people do know about that. But I didn't know about it. So what is this? So if that is useful to you, then thank Lord Pine. Don't thank me, because it wasn't my idea. Right, 7 there. And then another 4 there, so 11. And then some furnace, which is just cobblestone. Okay. So let's get our iron bits first. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of those guys. And then what is it? It's like, what? 24 cobblestone? How many is that? 13. Nice. That was good, wasn't it? How professional. 3 of those furnaces, and then we've got that. We just need that. Nice. And then I think we can make it. Make it nice. Alloy smelter. Good. This is progress. This is some rocking progress going on here at the moment. And I'm going to exercise my right in a minute to return my stuff to my drawer system with just 2 clicks. What I need to do actually is to get some other stuff set up where I've got all my sort of commonly used mechanical components. Maybe I'll put them here actually. Things like wire, things like connectors and stuff. I always end up with loads of that in my inventory as well. I'm going to leave all this kind of empty because it's going to get worse, isn't it? The amount of components and stuff that this mod pack's got is insane. It's just going to get worse, so I'm going to leave those empty. So anyway, right, so we're in the Ender Age. Fantastic. We've got an alloy smelter. I need to muck about with this, figure out what it can do. It's got some configuration. Oh, so it can output. Nice. So the Ender IO stuff's pretty cool. I mean, they all come with these like configure buttons, which is pretty good. You can configure which side of things come out. I figured out actually that my laser fires quite a long way. Look at that. That's pretty good. So we're in the Ender Age. We've got our alloy smelter. We've got our thermionic fabricator. We've got our trophy. We're doing well. Next episode, I'm going to go and probably try and get some dark steel armor. We'll get our Enderman farm set up as well. I think I need to do some hunting of Endermen to get souls and stuff like that, and other things, and maybe get some weapons and stuff, because we're going to have to go to the end soon and kill the end dragon. Not looking forward to that. Also, someone told me about an IE excavator, which sounds really, really interesting, and I'll probably try and get some upgrades for our vertical digger as well. And some phantom faces can make it up to 33 by 33, so that should be pretty cool. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have, you know what to do. Please leave a like and a comment and let me know what you think.